the mic is over to the audience. I think Walid has a question over there.
Hello, thank you. First of all, congrats to Yeong and JJ. I've read the book, it's really fantastic. And thank you to the panel of former, present and future NCMPs. So I have one comment and a couple of questions. So the comment is, I don't think proportional representation is necessarily a panacea because voting behavior may change based on proportional representation. So if the system is changed, voter behavior may change and there may be a vote against the PAP. I mean, that's a possibility. I think we should consider that the psychological effect of voting. My two questions are, I'm intrigued by how both Mr. Inderjeet and JJ started their speeches. And politicians always do that. I'm speaking in my personal capacity. And I'm intrigued, part intrigued and part disturbed. Because, first of all, people listen to you because you are politicians, right? Or at least a large part of it. But I'm intrigued or disturbed because what does that tell us? Is our party so intolerant of diverse voices that every time you have to give that disclaimer? So maybe you can speak a little to that. And second is the question on NCMPs being irrelevant or it should be phased out. In 2020, the PAP campaigned on NCMPs. You don't need to vote for the opposition because NCMPs. But Singaporeans clearly rejected that. So why not just keep it? And if Singaporeans vote 12, vote 12. If not, they'll still be there. Or don't you trust Singaporeans enough? Singaporeans have shown in 2020 that they are still going to vote for the opposition. Thank you.
Maybe I can answer to the first question.
Well,
you know, if we did not make that disclaimer, I think the audience would get the impression that we are representing the political party. I actually have not been active at all. So, you know, everyone knows I'm still a PAP member, former politician. The press calls me a political observer these days. Okay, so you know, I'm giving my views as an observer, but you know, at least I understand the psyche of how politics works. I was deep in it. I also understand the old PAP. I did not understand the new one because I'm not been involved. So I think it will be unfair for me not to make that qualification, because then the audience may think that, yes, you know, I'm representing the PAP's view. Now, if let's say we wanted the PAP's view, then a current PAP MP or minister should have attended. Since they are not there, you know, I wanted to add my views to this forum, and so that's why I participated. So clearly, I'm not representing the party.
Okay, as for me, I believe, you see, I ran an organization myself, so there has to be some discipline within an organization. So while, like, for example, my own organizations, I allow people to say, you know, give ideas, but certain things we still need to do together in unity, otherwise the party breaks apart. So in politics, it's even more important. So I'm always very mindful of that as a politician, as a member of a party, that I don't always agree with everything, but fortunately I agree with almost everything. Yeah, but I mean, even when I don't agree, we can have our discussion internally, but I think it's always important, being politicians, to be mindful that you don't sabotage your team members. I mean, that's why I make the disclaimer, because at least I'll speak without having to be mindful of does it align or not align, because I also would have my own voice, but I also wish to respect the discipline and the unity of the party.
thank you.